Hi, this is Sean West, and today we're going to be tying a sponge body spider. This fly, for me, has probably caught more bluegill than any other topwater fly in my inventory. It's extremely easy to tie, and yet effective. So with that, let's get started. The first thing that us guys are going to need is a Gamakatsu B10S in size 8. Now these bodies come in all different sizes, but today, like I say, we're going to be using an 8. It's been a while since I've tied one of these, but I don't think we'll have an issue with it. It's a pretty simple pattern. The reason I'm doing this pattern is because I was recently in the Boise, Idaho area, and I visited a fly shop with a buddy of mine, and he likes going after the bluegill, and but he wasn't sure how to actually tie this thing. So once we get the hook and the vise, we're going to need a white 6/0 thread. And it also depends on the body color. I like yellow too. This is a body. It's bug bodies, a soft foam. And for our legs, we're going to use a centipede legs. You could use any legs you want. This just happens to be what I grabbed out of the bin, so we're going to go from there. So with that in mind, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to want to do with this thing is to wrap a thread base. And the reason for the thread base is to give the foam bodies something to adhere to. And I'm going to go back about 1/3 of the hook eye back, because that's where I'm going to do our first segment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some a super glue gel. This here happens to be the Loctite. And we'll put just a little bead on here. You don't need a lot. Spread that around a little bit because I got a little. Now what I did is I sliced the bottom of this body. Don't know if you can see it or not, with a slight groove. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this on the thread, even up the head with the hook eye. I'll give that a second to adhere. And then all I'm going to do is make a handful of wraps. Oops. Right on top of one another. So I'm going to go back a little bit. There we go. Then I'm going to use one strand of legs on each side. Then I'm going to do it on the opposite side. This is a faster method than doing my deer hair bugs, but I still like doing the deer hair bugs too. Okay, once I get those secured on, I'm just going to slice them to length, and that's really up to you. I'd rather go longer than shorter because I could always shorten them out on a lake. Like so. And then I'm going to whip finish that. And of course, if you know my videos, I always double whip finish. Then I'll snip off my thread. And that'll work for me. Now I'm going to reattach my thread right behind the hook eye. I'm going to try to capture a bit of the foam. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. Snip off our tag end. Just going to look underneath, make sure it looks okay. It does. And then we'll do another double whip finish. Easy for me to say. The reason I'm making the video is because while I was in town with my buddy, who loves going after bluegill, but he doesn't do a whole lot of tying. So I told him I'd make him up a video. So here it is, Ed. I hope you like it. And there's your sponge body spider. The only thing I'm going to do after this is just put a little dab of glue on my thread wraps. I don't think you really need it, but I'm going to do it anyways. And I'll also do it right here in the center. And notice I gloved my eye a little bit, so we're going to just, there we go. Okay, now we're done. Hope you found this educational, easy to use. It's not very hard, but it is a killer fly. Thank you for watching. Have fun on the water.